Is this charger working, iPhone?
Then we're live.
Okay, thank you. I need to charge my phone.
Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Cooper and Mr. Singh's live stream. Last time I made a live stream with Mr. Singh, who is our immigration agent, was about 9,000 subscribers ago. So it was quite some time ago. Since then, we've had a lot of subscribers join the channel, and they've been picking my brain constantly about immigration questions. So I thought, what better way to do it than to have Mr. Singh on again, and he's agreed to come on today. So you have him today, and you can start the comments coming in the comment section, and we'll get the show started. So, Mr. Singh, how long have you lived in Thailand?
Hello, everyone. Well, I have been here for almost 8.5 years, almost 9.
8.5 years, 9, yeah.
Almost 8.5, 9 years. And since I moved here, I'm doing the same thing, visas, help people to get their visa done.
Mm-hmm. And what made you become an immigration agent? How did it all start for you?
Well, it was actually because of my wife.
Uh-huh.
She was actually involved in this business with her cousins and her real brother. So from there on, when I moved here permanently, then I just told her, let's start our own business rather than do a job for somebody. Let's do it by ourselves.
So your wife was doing it first, and then you jumped on the tail and
well, I
worked as a
actually,
team.
yeah, kind of that. But I actually get her out of the job, and we started our own company. So she was the one who was doing it, and then I learned with her. Now I'm here.
And now you're here. And so how long have you been practicing as an immigration agent then?
Since I moved here.
So you started it straight away?
I started it straight away. I opened up my office and we started it straight away. We registered the company, get everything moving at the same time.
Now, how many people would you reckon you've helped? I know this is a tough question. There's probably quite a few.
Well, each month, I would say it's an average of 50. So let's say 8 years.
8 years, so 4,000?
So it's, well, within 8 years, if it is monthly 50, that's
600 a year.
Yeah, well, so
6 times 8, 4,800, almost
5,000.
Almost 5,000 people. Wow. And
but most of the time, it might not be 5,000 because most of the time I have repeating customers. So they comes back, I get done for them. So on average, I mean, I handle around 50 visas each month.
Okay.
Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. It can be repeating customers. Some customers, they only take 30 days extension. Some, they are on long term. So I would say, let's say maybe on average around 2,000-3,000 people maybe. But I have most of my returning customers, they stay with me.
Okay. Well, great. Let's get on with the show then. Get a little background from Mr. Singh there. And Dennis L says, there any new news about the 90-day tourist visa? Has it been passed in Parliament yet?
90 days? No. Well, as per my information with immigration, it is still just a talk.
Still in the talking phase.
Still in the talk, which according to me, as per my knowledge, I thought it was supposed to be implemented from the new year, but it is not. So I would say we'll wait to see when there is an approval letter.
Yeah.
Comes out on official immigration Facebook pages or social media, then we can say it's confirmed.
And what is immigration saying to you? Do they think it's something that's likely going to happen?
Well, they make no comments about it.
Okay.
Because they are not sure as well. It's totally up to government.
Right. Okay. Chris E says, good morning, CTA family, and good morning, Chris E. Thank you for coming on to the live stream. Coop, did you make it to Tribe while in Bangkok? No, I didn't, but today's show is all about immigration here, Chris. Dennis L, please keep doing the scooter videos. We love them. Thank you, Dennis. Really appreciate it. Alpha Romeo, good morning, CTA crew. Hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to the show. Thank you, Romeo, for coming on today. Really appreciate it. Does anyone know from Claude AC about the construction plan for Beach Road, Jomtien? I think it's starting the 15th. I have no idea about it. And Al from Black Ops says, hi, Cooper, Singh, and Darlene. Welcome, Al, to the live stream. Dennis L, Mr. Singh, you'll have 2 more customers only only when we get there.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. And I have to ask you a question, Singh.
Yes.
You started representing us, I think it was about March of last year, April last year, somewhere around then. And I've had you on the channel twice. Once I did an interview at your office, and the second time we did a live stream.
Yes, correct.
Have I asked you for any money for having you on my channel? I have to ask this. I'm getting a lot of bad comments in the comment section. People saying if you recommend a condo or you recommend an agent, then you're getting kickbacks. I've always put it out there. I'm not getting a penny kickback. And there you go. Mr. Singh's just confirmed that.
There's no money involved with you and me paying you anything.
Yes.
Not even paying you. You never asked me any money.
No.
And even if there are other customers they recommend, nobody have, since I have so many subscribers from you, possibly I will say maybe around 50. I think I have helped. They have asked for discount, but if they recommend somebody, nobody asked me to pay them for recommending, and you never asked me to pay any money.
Yes. It's very important that I put that out there.
I will just make a comment that those people who might be saying this, they might have had this experience with somebody else. With
other YouTubers out there, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I had to put that out there, folks, because I want you to know the reason I put Singh on my channel is because he represented us in person and he did a fantastic job, and he did what no other agent can do. And that was put my wife, Darlene, on my retirement visa, and she's under 50. Every agent I went to out here in Thailand said that cannot be done inside Thailand. Mr. Singh made it happen. And for that, he's got my greatest respect.
One thing I would like to mention is like, let's not make it focused to my company. Let's make this chat as informative for the people who want to come here.
Yes.
They don't actually have to come to do it with me.
Yeah.
I'm here to provide information.
Yeah. Free of charge.
They can, free of charge, just like you do YouTube promotion videos. You tell them what to do, where to stay, how to do. Just like that, let's make it as that it's not my business promotion. Let's make it as it's information for the people who want to come here.
Yeah.
They have questions. They want to ask questions. They have different maybe type of difficulties to do things, what they need to do. And they don't have full understanding how they need to get that done. So we make it as not a promotional video for a business. They can go to any agent. From me, my side, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Any of your subscribers, or even if not your subscriber, anybody see your video, they want to come talk to me, ask me for information, and later on they choose somebody else to get their works done, because I do understand many of people, they said to me as well that my price is expensive.
Yeah.
But for me, I provide the best service here.
And I think so too. And
So
if you want to know how to get in touch with Singh, the link is in the banner there going across the screen. It's got his Facebook page there, which is Thai Visa Patia. His email address, which is siskron underscore 1991 at yahoo.com. And also his mobile number, +66 948 608808. And you can contact him on that with his direct phone number. And that is also his line and WhatsApp number. And he will answer your questions free of charge. A lot of our subscribers have reached out to him over the months, and he has answered all of their questions before they even come to Thailand. So thank you for that, Singh. God bless you for doing that and helping everybody out.
One thing I would like to mention is that sometimes some of your subscribers, they send me email.
Yeah.
And I would like to just mention one thing, that sometimes if they don't get a reply within 2 days, I have had this. I normally try to check my spam folder every day or every second day, but sometimes it's not something. I mean, with the busy schedule, you don't have that focus that, okay, I need to check the spam box. It happens sometimes. Some people, I reply them like after 3 days.
Yeah.
So just to have that, no confusion about that. If any of the email is not been responded within 24 hours, which I normally do within 24 hours, if it is not been responded within 24 hours, they can send another email.
Okay, so send a follow-up email.
If that goes into spam as well, well, normally when there is an email and I reply slow, I always apologize them, because sometimes I forget to check spam folder. So if in case I don't reply for 24 hours or it's 48 hours, they can just get on WhatsApp or line, add me there, and have a chat there, whatever questions they want to ask. Or even they can have the international call.
Yeah.
They can. My same number is on iMessages as well for Apple users, on FaceTime as well. The same number is on WeChat as well if there is anybody from China. The same number is on Telegram as well.
Right.
So they can contact any possible way with that number or with the email. This is one thing that I see that happens often, because if you haven't received an email from me, sometimes it just automatically sends you to the spam folder.
Right. Yeah, I get that too from time to time.
That's something that I want to mention, because it happened many times already. Since we did the last live, many of the emails goes to spam folder.
Okay, moving on with the show. Claude AC says, Mr. Singh handled my retirement visa absolutely no problem and set up for 15 months. I highly recommend him. So yes, Claude AC, you remember him? Yeah, I remember him too. Very nice guy. You helped him out. Alfa Romeo, hello, Mr. Singh. Missed you at the last go-kart outing. I said that you'd be up for it. See you at the next one, we hope.
I will try.
Bachelor Biology says, good morning, evening, Cooper, Darlene, and Mr. Singh. Thank you for coming on, Bachelor Biology. Really appreciate it, brother. Al DeCisi says, hi, Coop. Al and Joanne are in the house staying at the Copacabana. And welcome, Al, to the live stream and to your new home in Jomtien. Dennis L says, Mr. Singh, do you handle motorcycle licenses too?
Well, for now, for the driving licenses, most of the time I provide information how you can do it, because I find it like if you use an agent, not just me, some other agent, the only thing agent can do for you is to prepare documents. You still have to get a queue number. You still have to wait for the time, how long the queue is. So there is nothing that an agent can fast track it. Like we can sometime get the visa done without waiting. I mean, like we wait for you, you don't have to wait. But for the driving license, there is no bypass.
Right.
So
you still have to attend in person.
Yes. So what I normally suggest is that you can have all the papers prepared, for which I can help you what you need, what documents will be required, what will be the process, and I can help understanding all that. Once you have all the documents, you just have to go to the Land and Transport Department, get a queue, then wait for your queue. On the day of the queue, you do the necessary tests and procedure there. Once you pass everything, you get your license.
Yeah, so you
within,
can
like,
you could
same
help with
day.
the paperwork on that side.
Yes.
Okay, great. And Anti-Stress Kit says, good morning, Coop Troop. T-minus 6 days for wheels up and on the way to Land of Smiles. Good to see you both when you get out here, only 6 days away. Johnny A, would I be able to open a Thai bank account on the 90-day visa?
Well, in basic, anybody who comes to Thailand with a 30 days visa, you can open up a bank account. So if it is a 90 days visa, yes, it is possible to open up a bank account. But it depends what age you are, what are the what visa, I mean,
so
what
if
will
he's
be the
coming on a
purpose.
tourist visa, can he get a 90-day? I mean, sorry, can he get a bank account?
It is
while he's here?
possible,
Yes.
but it depends on age or what paperwork you have. Because let's say if it is a 50+ person, no problem, they can get the bank account easy. If they are less than 50, then it's very hard to get a bank account.
Really?
Yes, because of new regulations which passed around 4 to 5 months ago.
Hard but not impossible, or hard and impossible?
Let's not say impossible. I don't like to say anything impossible. We will have to find out a way how we can do it, but it's really hard.
Okay.
And but if the person have a Thai family, then it's no problem. Or if the kids will be going to school and will be enrolled with some, let's say, international school, getting their visas done there, then it should be easy as well to get the bank account done. So there are different scenarios how and in which scenario they fits and why they need the bank account, how it can be done.
Okay.
So it have to check.
So
everybody.
case dependent.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Chris E, Mr. Singh, do you assist with driver's license? We just answered that one. Chris, moving on to the Anti-Stress Kit says, very much looking forward to meeting Mr. Singh. We're Wendy and Dennis coming to visit next week before our final move, hopefully by the summer. And their plan is to retire out here in the summer. So they're coming for just a 2-week visit, just to look around and see where they want to live when they come back in the summer. Okay. So they said to me that they would love to speak to you when they get here. No
problem.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to speak to me, just give me a day before. You can send me a message or call a day before we need to meet, and I'm okay to set a meeting for the next day.
Okay, great. So if you come out here, you give him a call and he will arrange to meet you the following day. Fantastic. Alpha Romeo says, Mr. Singh, can you assist with a Thai tourist applying for a visa to enter Canada, facilitate the proper paperwork for immigration?
I'm sorry, I don't help Thai people to go abroad for the visa. This is one of the other questions that comes up so many times, that if I help Thai people to go Europe or America or Canada, we only help foreigners to stay longer in Thailand, depending on what visa we can help them to get.
Okay. And Alda Sisi says, hi, Mr. Singh. We have a 30-day visa on arrival. When should we go for the extension, since our 30 days will end on March 2nd and our departure is March 13th?
Well, if you guys are living in Pattaya, then in the immigration office, they will only allow you to do the extension by yourself within last 7 days. It could be more. Normally, any visa can be extended within 30 days. So the tourist visa is possible to extend. It should be any time right now, but because the immigration is very busy here, so if you guys go there, I will suggest do it within last 7 days. So that you don't have any problems and you will be able to get the visa extension done.
Okay, and I think that visa extension fee is what, 1,900 baht?
1,900 baht.
Yeah,
yes.
1,900 baht. And you could do that yourself, Alda Sisi, or you could ask Mr. Singh and he could do it for you. Bob Sagent Squarepants says, for education visa, is it best to start with an agent?
Well, normally I suggest people you should do it with a school. But if you want to choose an agent, that's one other way to do it. The reason, if you do it with a school directly, it will, well, education visa will be a visa that is for the language, if it is for the older people who are under 50 and they want to stay here. So there are many different language schools here.
Yeah.
And I normally suggest that you check it with school. If you find any difficulties, then you can choose an agent to get it done for you.
Okay, thank you for that. Bob, really appreciate your question. Alfa Romeo says paperwork referring to financial property, work records, etc. Thank you. And that's the paperwork he was asking to assist his Thai fiance in taking her to Canada, i.e. the paperwork referring to financial property, work records, etc. Can you help with the translation of those and that sort of thing?
Normally, it doesn't require to have translation,
Okay.
I think, because the paperwork that they will be using to submit with the embassies, any different embassies, as they are in Thailand, so they have people, Thai people working for them to see what exactly paperwork is being submitted. But to be honest, if there is only translations, we can help with translations. But if it have to prepare all the documents for the visa, then sorry, I mean, we don't do that, and I don't have any idea.
Yeah, you just work with the Thai immigration side.
Yes, what exactly paperwork it takes to get a visa to go, I mean, different countries, let's say US, Canada, or UK, or Europe.
But Romeo, one thing I do know is that you can go to the Canadian embassy and there's normally agents advertised there that can assist you with the paperwork to get her to Canada. So go to the Canadian embassy in Bangkok and they normally have advertisements there for agents that can help you on that side of the fence. Irish H says, hi all, does Mr. Singh do the education visa?
Yes, I do. And the education visa, normally I get for people who are older, it will be a language visa.
Is there an age restriction on the education visa?
Normally, I suggest under 50, you can get education visa. But if it is 50 or above 50, better to get on retirement visa.
Yeah.
Because if you wish to study, let's say you might want to learning Thai, you can have a retirement visa and you can still go to a school, learn Thai. It's no problem.
And you can do that all on the retirement visa? You don't need to change your visa to go to school to learn Thai?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
A visa is required so you can stay in Thailand. If you have any valid visa, it could be retirement, could be Thai family visa, could be business visa, you can go to learn language at language school. Is no problem.
Okay, great. Thank you. Rodney says, good morning, Coop and Darlene. More outstanding content today, and I will be contacting Mr. Singh when I get there. Thank you, Rodney, for coming on today's live stream. And Mr. Singh, we're looking forward to speak to you. Dennis L., Mr. Cooper, you don't have to address any haters or negative comments. You're too good to do that. You've been nothing but honest. Well, I do sort of have to do that, Dennis. As when I used to do my YouTube videos, I always put that everything I did was for free. And I stopped saying that in quite a lot of my videos. So every once in a while, it's good for a refresher just to put that out there. So the new subscribers know, hey, Mr. Cooper is straight up and up. And you old subscribers there, no pun intended, know that I already do that. So thank you for the support. Really appreciate it, Dennis. Peter Phillips says, good morning, Darlene and Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, you mentioned that you are not the cheapest visa agent, which is not a problem, but can you give a basic cost for a retirement visa?
Well, Peter, I will suggest you to have chat with me on maybe WhatsApp or Line, because there will be questions which I will need to ask. There are different things which I need to see before I give a cost, how and what I need to get done, so that I can tell you exactly how much it will be and what will be the works will be done, how will it be done, and how much time it's going to take. Because every person is it's different. We don't know. There might be some difficulties for somebody which might not be for the other person. Every case is different when we handle the visa. So we have to see what we have on the table and how we need to make it work out.
Okay. Thank you for that. So it's on a case-by-case basis, depending on how hard your application or easy your application is going to be. Is that correct?
Well, I make all the applications easy. I mean, it's just about what we need to do. I need to understand what exactly they have, what I need, and they don't have, how I need to prepare it.
Right.
So that's the basic thing I need to understand with every single customer before I give them a quote for the visa and stuff, what I need to get done, and find a way how it all will be done, how much time it's going to take.
Yeah, for example, like the TM30, the bank account, the multiple entry visa,
There are,
all those affect
there are
the
many
price.
different things. Yes.
Yeah. Wendy, good morning from Dennis and Wendy. T-minus 6 days. Do we need a Thai bank account before coming to you for our retirement visa?
Don't worry, if you don't have one, we can fix it.
Yeah, there you go. He can do that for you there, Wendy. Peter Phillips says, oops, I missed Cooper out. Good morning, Cooper. Thank you, Pete. I saw that. No sweat. Rob H says, Mr. Singh, if I wanted to use your services for a retirement visa, but lived in, for example, Hua Hin, how often would I need to visit you after the initial visa was provided?
Okay, this is another basic question which most of the people they ask about is, well, once you have a long-term visa, which I can say only for, let's say, a retirement visa, or if it is a Thai wife or Thai kid, if you have these visas, you can live anywhere in Thailand. Doesn't matter where you live.
Okay.
You just have to register your address after you get your visa done. Let's say if you do your visa in Pattaya and you move to Hua Hin, you can get your TM30 registered there, so that you will be able to do your 90 days report within the immigration that will be at Hua Hin. You can live there before your visa expiry. You can come see us at Pattaya and we can get your visa extension done. It's no problem.
Okay, so what if he's a single gentleman, no ties to Thailand? In other words, he doesn't have a Thai girlfriend or wife or
retirement
children.
Visa.
And he wants to live in Hua Hin. Can you do the retirement visa for him here in Jomtien?
I mean, I just give a basic idea for the people who have a Thai wife, Thai kid, or retirement visa. They can get the visa done with us.
Okay.
They can go live in any other province. They can travel around because that visa doesn't restrict you where you have to live.
Right.
More, I will say, restrictions will be with the business visa, because if you have a business visa, business is particularly registered in one province, and it's issued by that province. And if in case they have to check, they will see that your company is registered in which province. If they do have any branch, you can go to work in different province. If they don't have it, then it's hard. But there is no limitation by immigration that you must be in Pattaya if you get your visa done here.
Okay, great.
You can travel around because that visa you get is a retirement visa. And when you are here on a visa, let's say Thai family or retirement visa, or let's say elite visa, you are free to travel around. You are not restricted to be.
So you don't have to get it in the area that you live. You can get it anywhere.
You can get it anywhere. Yes, you just register your address there, so you can do the 90 days report easily in that immigration.
Okay.
Because that is what is required to do the 90 days report. But else then you can travel around anywhere in Thailand. Doesn't matter. And once you have to renew your visa, if you don't want to do it in Pattaya, you might go to Phuket. You're living there. You can renew there. You can find different agents there, or you can do it by yourself, or you might be in different place. You can try to renew there. If not, you can come back and we can renew it in Pattaya. It's not a problem.
Oh, that's fantastic, because that brings me on to a question. I had a comment in one of my videos going back about a week or two ago, and it was a subscriber asking, hey, Cooper, can I rent 2 condominiums in Thailand, for example, one in Pattaya and one up in Chiang Mai? Because he wanted to spend, some of the months down here and some of the months up there. And would that be a problem for his retirement visa?
No. That's no problem.
No problem.
He can live anywhere.
And you can rent as many different condos and places that you want.
Problem. Yes.
How would that affect the TM30, though, Singh?
Well, TM30 is actually when you move.
Okay.
Or if you leave Thailand and you come back. So everybody who leaves Thailand, who is on either a tourist visa, short-term visa, long-term visa, when they enter Thailand, the TM30 must be registered within 48 hours. If there's a holiday, within 72 hours.
Yeah.
So that is a must for everybody. So let's say, let's take an example for you, Cooper. You are living here in Pattaya now. We get your visa done. Then later on, after 1 month, you plan to, you have a condo that is in Chiang Mai, for example.
Okay.
You plan to move to Chiang Mai. You go stay there within first 48 hours. You reach at Chiang Mai. You go to immigration that I moved to this address now. I want to register my TM30. You register it. it's done. Then you are there. After 4 months of staying in Chiang Mai, you want to come back to Pattaya, and you have a condo here. Once you move here, within 48 hours, you go to immigration. These are my papers. I want to register my TM30.
Right.
They update it for you in the system. So you can have your TM30 done for the place where you are living.
Okay.
So that's how you handle TM30 if you switch between condos or places you live in a different province.
Okay, so that's great. But what if you're just going to go up there for 30 days or something? Do you still need to do it?
Yes.
Or
even if you are in, let's say right now you are in Jomtien, you move to Pattaya, you have a condo there, you still need to move because the address is changed. You are living here right now. Let's say this is address D1. You move to Pattaya, there might be address XA or let's say X1. You have to get yourself on that X1 address. Even it is not outside the Chonburi province, even it is just on, let's say, maybe 5 kilometers distance, you still have to register. Even if within this same condo, you move to a different unit, you need to register your TM30 on that address.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Nomad Jack says, hi, Coop and Company will arrive tomorrow from the Philippines. Is it easier? Second year of retirement visa, and would it be easier?
Well, that is, let's call it an extension. That is an extension for 1 year to stay. Yes, that is more easy. That is more fast. Normally, extension for retirement visa for 1 year can be done within about 2 to 3 days. It doesn't take more than that time.
Okay, great. So it's just an extension. So your second retirement visa is easier than your first.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's quick.
And it's a lot quicker because I think
cheap.
Your first retirement visa, what's the time length it's taken now?
That's minimum 2 weeks. It could take up to 4 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. And
sorry, Cooper.
Sorry. Go
one
ahead.
thing. Once your visa has been submitted for first 15 months, the time normally it takes is between 2 to 4 weeks. But some of the people, they might not have 4 weeks left or 3 weeks left. Normally, when you change your visa from tourist visa, you need to have minimum 15 days left on your visa before we can start the process to get it into a different category visa, which is long-term. So if somebody comes to us, let's say for 16 days visa, we apply for retirement visa, it doesn't mean that the visa will be overstay if it passed the 2 weeks timeline and the visa comes after 3 weeks.
Okay.
Once the visa has been submitted with immigration, it is considered as the application is being processed. So the visa doesn't goes on overstay.
So they're then legally to stay here until the process is completed.
Yes, correct.
And if it takes longer than 2 weeks,
it's not a problem. It can sometimes take 4 weeks.
Do they have to apply for an extension?
No, they don't have to apply for extension because they have already applied for the retirement visa.
Right.
So they do not need to get extension. They just have to wait. Once the visa approved, normally it happens when there are many visa cases, like right now. The visa comes after the visa expiry. So that is on immigration. If it is slow, they can backstamp your visa on a date before your visa expiry. So doesn't put people on overstay.
Right.
This is one other question which has been asked a lot, that what if it is past the visa time? So it's not actually, it doesn't put you on an overstay. You don't have to go to make an extension for your visa.
That's why I love talking to you. I always learn something new. Now, if the person has less than 2 weeks,
no, it's not possible to do any long.
They would have to get an extension then, wouldn't they?
Yes, they will have to get an extension, which they can only get 130 days extension within Thailand. Or if they have already taken the extension and the visa is less than 15 days, they must leave.
Okay. Great. Thank you for clarifying that. Really appreciate it. And Clausen says, if I've been in Thailand on a APEC card, max days per year, can I then re-enter on a 30-day tourist visa?
It should be possible, but it is the possibility that immigration will stop you at airport and ask questions. Why would you like to stay more? What exactly are you doing in Thailand? If it is for business purpose, because they assume you are working on a visa that is not exactly for the work. That is the thing what makes tourist visa, like people who want to stay here on tourist visa for 6 months, or people who stay here on education visa for long-term immigration, they think that you will be working and you do not take a proper work visa. So you are on a different visa. That's why you have to frequently in and out Thailand, get the tourist visa extensions and do the border runs,
Mm-hmm.
or on education visa. These things will be questioned at airport, that why would you want to stay longer? What is the reason? So let's say if somebody says that if somebody says it's for business, they will be right away denied entry.
Right.
But if somebody says, okay, let's say I have the money, I want to stay here as a tourist, and I tell them that, okay, I have the money, I want to stay here as tourist, I can spend money, I have enough money.
Mm-hmm.
Immigration will respond that you should better get an elite visa if you have that much money. So that's one thing. Second thing, let's say if it is somebody 50 years, more than 50 years old, and they are frequently doing the border runs and staying on a tourist visa, immigration will tell them that they should get a retirement visa, or they will deny the entry. So there are different things.
Could there be an exception, like you're coming over to invest in property, you want to buy a condo or something, for your future retirement?
I understand, but there is no, well, if you do that, you will not need to stay like 4 to 6 months on a tourist visa, because the process to purchase a condo can be done, in quick way. It could be a week, 2 weeks, or a month.
Okay.
So it's not, there is answer for every single question that you can put up, that why you will be coming to Thailand. As how I think those will be the questions which will be asked by immigration at airport.
Okay. So once you get to the 180 days, be careful, because they may deny you.
It could be possible that it might be before 180 days. Depends if you might had education visa in past, or if you might had, let's say, volunteer visa, which I think is not available now. That was one thing in the COVID time. But if you had those visas, which immigration, they know that are not exactly the visas you take and do the work or you do the studies. If you used to have those visas, it's possible they can even deny your entry on the second visit.
Okay, wow, good to know. And Ruckus Rock says, hey, all, thanks for this, Coop. And you're very welcome, Ruckus, and everybody that's on here. If you're enjoying the show and Singh being on here answering your questions, please give a thumbs up. It really helps the channel so more people can watch it, and YouTube pumps it out to even more people. So if you think we're doing a good job here bringing you this information, please hit the thumbs up. It's really appreciated, and you'll make my wife smile, who's right behind Singh there in the bedroom, the channel moderator. So shout out to my wife, Darlene. Marty Scarborough says, good morning, everyone. Mr. Singh, before coming to see you, do I need to have our condo lease to get my retirement visa? Already, I think he's meant there at the end.
Well, Marty, you can have it, but if you cannot arrange it, it's not a problem. So as I mentioned, that everybody is, we have to see how we need to fix things for everybody when they comes to us, what we need to do, what work we will need to do. So if you don't have a lease, if you cannot find a condo that is, let's say, according to your standards or according to how you like it, don't worry. It's not a problem. It is fixable.
Okay, there you go, Marty. Clausen says, if I enter Thailand on an APAC card, I think we already got this. 100 days max permitted in a year. Can I leave and re-enter on a tourist visa? And the likelihood is you're going to be declined, Singh says.
Well, he can possibly enter, but it totally depends on the mood
of the immigration
and questions of immigration officer at airport, what they ask, and what kind of mood they are in. Because every tourist, when they arrive in Thailand, there are a few basic things they have to provide. They have to have handy. One is cash, minimum 700 USD,
yes,
or equivalent in Thai baht or in a different currency, and a hotel booking for how long they are staying, plus a return ticket. So these are basic things they need to provide. It's not about if you stayed on Epic visa or you was here on tourist visa or on education visa. If you might not have a return flight or you don't have enough cash, you might have a Thai bank account that you can show I have cash, but you need to have cash.
Yeah, and a throwaway ticket or return ticket, one of the two.
In those cases, also your entry can be denied.
Yes, you can be denied for that. See, you heard it from the horse's mouth. I've been preaching that since day one. Nomad Jack says, in the same boat as you, Cooper. Wife 48 and will need some other visa for her also. Will she be able to be on my bank account? I will open.
Well, with the bank account, we will check. There will be possibility she can have a joint account with you. But once we can manage to put her on your visa, then we will see maybe she can have a solo account as well.
And you can arrange to get her put on his retirement visa.
Yes, correct.
Yes. And he's the only one I know in the area that can do it. You're more than welcome to call all the other agents out here. They'll all say same thing they told me. Nope, we don't do that. So he's a sort of specialist in that department. Robert Mac Media says, can I get my 2 years driver's license renewed to a 5-year license on a 60-day entry?
Yes, it is possible. You can do the license renewal on a tourist visa. It's not a problem. But the thing is, on a 60 days entry, I will suggest you do it right away once you arrive in Thailand, because right now there are many foreigners who are coming to Thailand. So it is possible that the queue you get in the Land and Transport Department might be longer. Could be 4 to 6 weeks or maybe 8 weeks. So it will be good to get it all done as soon as you arrive, make all the paperwork and get started with your license renewal if you are doing it in Pattaya. But if you are doing it in a different province, I would say rather than Bangkok and Pattaya, then maybe in Rayong is more fast. Maybe you could get it done in 2 days or 3 days.
Right.
But then you will have to be there, prepare all the documents, go to Land and Transport Department in Rayong, get it done, which I heard that they are fast than the office here.
Really?
Because many foreigners who live here, they all need license, and that's one of the reasons that why the Land and Transport Department to make driving license give a long queue here, because of many people live here, many foreigners are here. But in Rayong, it's not that many.
Yeah.
So what I heard about Rayong was that you go there on the first day, you get your queue, get your paperwork checked. Next day, get your test done, have your license fee paid, get your license, and you're free to come.
Yeah, and Rayong's not far from here. It's only 40 minutes down the road.
Yeah, depends. I'm not sure like how far the Land and Transport Department is, but they have good hotels there. They have nice beach. You can, I mean, you can book a hotel nearby beach, get a taxi, go to Transport Department, get everything done, and you can have, 3 to 4 days stay there. You can enjoy the beach and you can get your license done. So that's something outside Pattaya.
There you go. So there you go, Robert. You can do it on a 60-day re-entry and renew it from 2 to 5 years once your 2-year license expires. Great news there from Mr. Singh. Anthony Wilson says, hello, everyone. And hello, Anthony. Thank you for coming on the live stream. Please hit the thumbs up. Everyone that's on here, really appreciate it. Robert Mack says, Cooper, hello. And thank you, Robert. And hello, brother at RMAC. Thank you, Jay Easy. Sanjay Propat, I hope I pronounced that correctly, says, hello all, listening into this very informative conversation. Great for those outside Thailand, but may want to come in the future. And that's what we're here for, Sanjay, to provide that useful information to everybody. Alan Hansen says, hi, Mr. Singh. What advice can you give on ways to juggle several girlfriends at the same time? That's a little bit personal there, Alan. You just made Singh smile.
Well, sorry, no comments about that.
No comment. There you go. That's the best answer you're going to get out of Mr. Singh, you made him smile.
You should get a personal one-on-one consultation for that.
Yeah, there you go. Do you offer that service?
Yes, well, I'm all-rounder, so you can ask me any kind of questions you have.
Just not live on air. That's a little bit personal. Daryl Savage says, hello all. If I'm on a retirement visa and decided to go work in another country for a year, could I keep my visa active? I would be back in Thailand for a visit during the 1 year of employment.
Yes, that is possible.
Yes, that is possible.
Once you are on a retirement visa or any other long-term visa, you are there is no capping or there is no restriction how long you must stay in Thailand. There is no must. So you can stay in Thailand for a month, 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 10 months, or full 1 year. You can, if you have a multiple entry on your visa, you can travel 10 times, 20 times, 30 times in and out of Thailand. It's no problem. So once you have your visa, yes, you can have a visa. You can keep it active. The only thing you will need to do is once before your visa expires, just come back to Thailand, get it renewed, get your re-entry, leave, and you will be good to keep your visa continue as in that way.
Now, for Daryl's example there, Singh, when should he come back if he's going to be out of the country for an extended period of time?
Well, I mean,
how soon prior to the expiration of his retirement visa?
Well, it depends. Okay, let's say if we take it as a case that he wanted to renew his visa by himself, I will say that take at least 2 weeks.
Okay.
Before expiry.
Yeah.
But if I am handling, then just give me 2 days and that's all I need.
Okay, so he can come back like 3 days before and then see you on the next day.
Let's say he come today. Let's say he come today and his visa expires day after tomorrow. That's enough for me. I can get it renewed.
Wow, there you go, Daryl. I love this guy, Singh. I really do. He's our miracle worker.
But one thing I would like to mention is that please inform me before you come, so
message him on WhatsApp.
I can be prepared. I can be
prepared
prepared for that upcoming work, so that I can arrange my time. And I know how much time I will need to get that done and arrange my other works with that work so that we know that nothing goes wrong.
Okay, great. Roger Walker says, good morning, Cooper and Mr. Singh. Does Mr. Singh take US dollars?
Yes, I do take US dollars. It's not a problem.
Do you take Bitcoin?
No, sorry, I know nothing about Bitcoins. I have zero knowledge about Bitcoins or online currency. I don't
Well, that's
know.
the shame, because Bitcoin's currently $47,000 for one coin. And you don't want to take it? Okay, you're lost. I'm testing you. Okay, Dennis L. Do I have a visa to buy? Do I need a visa to buy a car?
You can buy a car on a tourist visa. It's not a problem.
I did it on my motorbike.
Yes, you just need to get a residence certificate from immigration to buy a motorbike or car. It's not a problem. You can buy.
Yeah. And all you need to get the residence certificate is just your passport and your TM30. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So your TM30 you'll get from your hotel or your condominium, and your passport, and then you can get a residence certificate from immigration.
No, I would like to correct that. It is passport, TM30. TM30 should not be the one that is done online.
Okay.
If you have the online one, you must go get the paper registration done for it.
Okay.
The one that comes as a slip from immigration and immigration stamp. So it will be passport, TM30 registered with immigration, the paper slip, and then photos. For one residence certificate, you need 2 photos.
Okay.
So that's all.
But yeah, you do need 2 passport photos. You're absolutely right.
It could be passport size, a little bit big or small. It's no problem. But immigration, they use white background.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you, Mr. Singh. And Roger Walker says, so on retirement visa, I can travel to other countries without any problems?
Yes, you can travel to other countries. You will just need to take a single entry or multiple entry. Depends on how many times you want to leave Thailand, how many times you want to in and out of Thailand. If it is more than 3 times, I normally suggest take multiple entry because of the cost. And you can leave and come back. There's no problem. Thailand doesn't have any problem. If you have a long-term visa, you stay for 1 month, 2 months, 1 day, 2 days, no problem. Thailand doesn't put any restriction how long you have to be here.
And what is the cost for a single entry?
The basic fee for single entry is 1,000 baht.
Okay.
For multiple entry is 3,800.
Okay, great. So if you're doing over three times, it makes sense to get the multiple entry. Yes. Yeah, because then you're saving money. There you go, Roger. And Robert says, Jay Easy, good evening from Vietnam. Peter Phillips, would you suggest to apply for a 60-day visa prior to coming to Thailand for ease if you intend to apply for a retirement visa?
Well, I will suggest you can come on 30 days free visa. That's more than enough to get your retirement visa done. Yeah,
so you don't need to pay any out of pocket or ask for an extension of a visa.
The problem with 60-day visa is, which I had with some of the customers, is they applied and they get the approval once they already reached Thailand, which took them like 4 weeks to get the approval.
Right.
In which you have to pay the money up front, and it is possible you might not get approval till you fly. So it's better to not do any visa. You can just come on a free 30-day visa that's changeable. It's no problem. It's enough time to get everything done.
Yeah. Rhea says, hello, Dar and Coops. Miss you guys. Miss you too, Rhea. Thank you for coming on to the live stream. Ronnie, hi, Coop. Mr. Singh. If I do not wish to park the 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account for O visa based on retirement, can you assist with that?
Well, I will suggest you, as I mentioned before, that how we can help, what will be the costs of the visa. I will suggest you, Ronnie, you have the number and you have the email. Maybe you can send us a message. And if you want to arrange a call on one-on-one that we can answer all your questions, uh, I will be more than happy to answer your questions and explain you how the process works and how we can do it.
Yeah, there's multiple ways it can be done, Ronnie. And that's about as much as we can say live on YouTube. Marty Scarborough says, Mr. Singh, do I need to get a TM30 when we come to Thailand for our 30-day exemption? As we are staying in an Airbnb, then look for a long-term condo the first week that they're here.
Yes, you will require to have a TM30. I will suggest you, once you arrive, there will be an agent who will be there to provide you with the keys and access to the condo, the Airbnb. Please ask them to get the TM30 done. That is required to get any visa extension done. So yes, you will need it. But as per my experience, most of the Airbnb, let's say owners or agents, they don't do TM30 for the customers. So
yeah, I've noticed
if they don't do it, there will be paperwork that is required. If you might need to go get it done by yourself. But yes, it is required.
Yeah, and you can also help with that as too, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
But the problem with Airbnb places are they don't provide documents as well.
Right.
The owners doesn't want to provide any kind of documents.
Yeah, that's one of the catch-22s we're dealing with, the Airbnbs.
Yeah. So
yeah, but even if he can't get it, are you able to help him out with that?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, there you go, Marty. Contact Mr. Singh when you arrive. We can help you with that if you have a uncooperative landlord or agent. Robert says, thank you, Cooper and Singh. I've been coming to Thailand for years, always get a two-year Thai license. I will contact you on my next travel by WhatsApp.
Okay, no problem.
There you go. No problem. Wendy, how much money needs to be in the USA bank when we come to you for retirement visa? I'm 55. My husband is 60. Should I be a dependent? Is it cheaper?
Wendy, I will suggest, well, one thing is you can have as much money as you want in US account, or you don't have any money. That's not a problem. The important thing is when we need to do retirement visa, the money needs to be in the Thai bank. We need to show your funds here in Thai bank. So it is about the money, what we will show here in the bank. That is what matters for your retirement visa. And the second thing is if the dependent visa will be cheaper and easier. I normally suggest the first visa you should get on retirement visa for both of you as the age is 50 plus. The next year you can get a dependent visa. So next year it will be easy and cheaper to stay on a dependent visa rather than both have a separate retirement visa.
I did not know that. I thought when you're both over 50, you have to be on a retirement visa.
No.
Or is that just for the initial one?
For the initial 15 months one, because that's much more easy and cost effective when we get retirement visa done for both and do the dependent next year. Or if we have to do the dependent, then there is another way around, which is more costly.
Okay.
So it is only about how to save cost. It is, it's about how I cut my own pockets.
Yeah.
So, but that's more easy way. I mean, it's not about I make money. It's about the process is much more easy. The way to get 2 retirement visas, and then next year put as dependent visa for the one person.
Yeah, that's what I like about you, is that you tell it like it is and tell people how they can save money going forward with their visas, even if it means less money in your pocket.
Well,
you're here to help everybody, and that's what I like about you. You're just like me in that respect, Singh.
I need returning customers.
And I will be coming to see you every year to renew our visa. Snowbird says, test. Yep, got you, Snowbird. We got you loud and clear on there. Wildlife One says, hello, gentlemen, from an American living in Milan, Italy. Will be divorcing my current wife in the next couple of months. I plan to marry my Thai girlfriend shortly after. My question is, and that's all I got. From Wildlife One. Hang on. He goes down further here. He says, how long will it take to get a visa to live with me in Italy?
I'm sorry, we don't do Thai. We don't do visa for Thai people to go different countries, as I mentioned before. we only help foreigners to do their visa to stay longer in Thailand. So sorry, we will not be able to help with that.
Yeah, the only option I know of wildlife to get her over her there quick, as you know, I have a European passport as well. I'm a dual citizen, American and British. Is get her the Schengen visa. That could be one of your fastest options, and you can do that online, and she could stay there for 6 months. Hope that helps. Any more than that, you need to go to the Italian embassy here in Bangkok. Roger Walker says, if I get a retirement visa from Mr. Singh and I need to renew my visa, but I live 9 hours away, do I need to see Mr. Singh in person, or what is the process?
Well, yes, you will need to come see me personally. It takes around 2 to 3 days to get everything done. So yes.
Could he not just FedEx his passport to you
not
for renewal? No,
it's not possible.
He actually has to come see you in person.
Yes.
Okay, there you go, Roger. Anti-stress kit. Mr. Singh, are your office physically located in Pattaya?
Yes, it is in Pattaya, but it's a little bit outside Pattaya. It's actually called Dockside.
Mm-hmm.
And right now since COVID, I have a house-based office. But it's not a problem. You are in Jomtien and in Pattaya anywhere. Just give me a call. I will be there.
Yeah, he will come see you, so you don't need to go see him. Very handy in that respect. Robert says, Mr. Singh, what's your WhatsApp, please? It's right there in the banner down below, scrolling across the screen. You see it says Facebook, Thai Visa, Pattaya, email at yahoo.com. And then his mobile number is also his line and WhatsApp number. So take a screenshot of that number or put it in your phone right now. It's +66 948 608808. Dennis L., with a retirement visa, how many times can you leave and re-enter Thailand?
Well, Dennis, it depends on if you take a single re-entry, then you can go out once and come back on the same visa. But if you take a multiple one, it's your choice. Could be 10, 20, 30, 40,
as many
50,
as you want.
As many as you want. As it's a multiple entry, there's no restriction how many times you want to leave.
Yeah.
And there's no restriction which country you leave to, or how long you stay there. You can go any country, come back anytime when you want. Just make sure you come back before your visa expiry and get the extension done for your visa and take multiple entry.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. It's what me and my wife have. I got it. Well done, Robert. Glad we could help you, brother. Anti-stress kit. Based on Ronnie's question, there is a potential way to not bank the 800,000 Thai baht per person. Heard the part about having to email directly. Yeah, please email directly, and he can go into detail on that. We can't put it out on YouTube, unfortunately. Snowbird, if I'm not mistaken, you can combine both Social Security and cash to qualify for your retirement visa.
Well, yes, that is one way possible, but that is for extension for 1 year for first retirement visa from a tourist visa. There's no possible way we can use the income if it is a Social Security or retirement funds. That's not possible to use it and get the visa done.
For your first one, but I think you can do it for the second one. For
yes,
the second
you can
one,
combine it. Yes.
Yeah, and email him or WhatsApp him, Snowbird, and he'll be more than happy to give you the additional information that we can't give on YouTube, unfortunately. Excuse me. Daryl Savage says, thanks for the valuable info. I have one more question about out of Thailand on a retirement visa. Do I need to keep a condo for TM30 purposes, or could I move out and completely when I work again?
Well, once you leave, you don't have to keep that condo for yourself. But once you come back, if you stay in a hotel, the hotels, they normally register TM30 for all the customers. You can be back on your visa and stay in a hotel, find a condo. Once you find the condo, once you check into your condo, you can get your TM30 registered at that time. So you don't actually have to have that condo while you are not in Thailand. You can come back and register your TM30 on any new address on which you will be staying when you come back.
Nice and easy. There you go, Daryl Savage. And we're getting low on the questions, so keep the questions coming. We do read out all the questions on air. So if you type a question in the comment section, we will read it out on air for you at no charge. You don't need to give us super thanks or buy us coffee or anything. This is all free information for you. So keep the questions coming. And while Mr. Singh is here. Wildlife says, thanks, gentlemen. And you're very welcome, Wildlife. Thank you for coming on. And Roger Walker says, thank you, Mr. Singh. Anti-stress kit. This is invaluable info and most appreciated. And you're both very welcome. I said that I would make sure and get them back on here. Anti-stress kit. Smash the like buttons. Yes, please smash the like buttons. You'll make my wife smile in the background. And we're down to the last question. If there's not any more, then we will log off early tonight. Unless you got some burning questions, put them in the comments and we'll get straight to you. Claude AC says, I opted for the multiple re-entry. Is there still have to get a re-entry stamp as I'm leaving?
You already have a multiple re-entry, so you do not need to take any other stamps.
Correct.
Your visa is good for 15 months. If I'm correct, I think that is up till April. And the multiple entry is good up till April as well. So till your visa expiry, you do not need to take any other stamp. You can just leave and come back anytime you wish.
Yeah, so they don't even mess with it. They just look and see that you've got the multiple entry in your passport. My wife and I have done it many times. When we went on our honeymoon, we went to 3 other countries and had zero problem coming in and out. So really, really easy there. I can testify to that as we've done it. Thank you to Mr. Singh for his help on that. Anti-stress kit. We have Coop Slim Jims and Dairy Creamer, Darlene's Nutter Butters, and Brooks Peanut Butter M&Ms on the way. Thank you and God bless you. Wildlife One. Gentlemen, if I arrive on a visa exemption, is there enough time to get my marriage visa?
Well,
that's a good question.
Yes, it is. For any visa, when we have to change the visa category from tourist visa to a different long-term visa, it requires to have a visa more than 15 days.
Okay.
So if it is a 30 days on arrival visa exemption, it's enough time to get the
marriage visa.
Marriage visa.
And
yes.
how long is the marriage visa valid for?
Marriage visa is valid. It's the same. All the visas, they are almost same. They are valid for first visa is 3 months, then it is 1 year, then it's 1 year extension every year.
Okay.
So it will be like he should get a 3 months visa first, then he can extend it for 1 year, and from then on he can go on every 1 year extension.
Okay.
But there's a different process for marriage visa, different paperwork required, different things need to be done, and the process takes longer.
Okay. And just to follow on to the marriage visa question, there's something I don't know that I'm going to ask myself here to Mr. Singh is, do the people that come over on a marriage visa because they're married to a Thai person, do they have to do the 90-day report the same as the retirees?
Everybody who's on a long-term visa stays in Thailand more than 90 days needs to do the 90 days report. Even if it is an elite visa, they need to do as well.
Oh, so education visa, retirement visa, marriage visa, elite visa, everybody's got to do
education visa is actually like a 90 days stamp. So that actually doesn't require, because you are going immigration every 90 days and updating your visa. But if there is an education visa which is longer than 90 days, which is for 1 year, if it is for the international school for the kids,
right,
and their family, their parents, they depend on that visa, yes, that requires a 90 days stamp, each 90 days reporting. Sorry, not stamp, reporting. It requires to do the reporting for that visa as well.
Okay. Wendy, what's your favorite sweet treat? So I guess she wants to bring you something over. Anything that you want from America is a sweet treat from Wendy there, Singh. Hello, Singh. Did you hear the question? Wendy's asking, what's your favorite sweet treat? She was going to bring you a gift from America for helping them out with their immigration questions. Anything that you'd like to be brought over? Candy from America? She's coming in the next week.
I like to eat everything what is sweet. So I don't actually know what kind of candies they have there, but I mean, anything that's sweet,
yeah,
I like it.
Okay, anything that's sweet. There you go, Wendy. Surprise them. And White Line says, is it correct that you need to do a new TM30 if you leave the country for a few months and then return to the same condo?
Yes, correct. You need to
Yes.
do the TM30 again. It is not about if you leave for a few months, even you leave for a few days, or even if you go to a different place. Let's say you go to possibly Chiang Mai, you live there for 2 days holiday. You lived in a hotel, they will automatically do your TM30 online with the immigration, which will update the immigration system. So once you come back, you must do your TM30 again. Even if you don't leave Thailand, you just change your address as we were talking before. You must do your TM30. That is by immigration laws, everybody should do. So if you leave Thailand and you come back, let's say maybe just after 1 day or 2 days, yes, you need to do a new TM30, even if you are in the same address.
Yeah, just like us, we moved from upstairs to downstairs in this condominium building, and we had to do a new TM30. It's pretty straightforward and easy. It's not hard. Alfa Romeo says, Coop, very informative show and great having Singh clarify questions and concerns. Hello, Darlene and Brooke. Brooke is over in his condominium, and Darlene is behind Singh there in the bedroom moderating today's show. Tommy Lee says, good morning, Cooper and Mr. Singh. Good morning, Tommy Lee. Good evening for our time. Thank you for coming on today's live stream with Mr. Singh, our immigration agent, and he is here to answer all your questions for you. Wendy, God bless all, and thank you for that, Wendy. Miguel Leon says, hi, guys. I'm a U.S. citizen planning to be there sometime in May. I assume you can help with visa even if staying in Bangkok, correct? Also, I have heard the bank account should be open where you plan to live.
First question, yes, even if you live in Bangkok, we can help you with the visa. Second question, it's not necessary that you have to have a bank account where you live. You can have a bank account anywhere you are. I mean, you can have a bank account open in Chiang Mai and you can still use it all over Thailand. It's not a problem. With the bank account, let's say, let's take an example for Bangkok Bank, which I normally use to open up for my customers. With the bank, you only have to go to the same branch where you open a bank account if you need your bank book to be updated. I mean, not updated in the sense that you just need to update the transaction, updating in the sense it's full and you need to get a new one. If you need to have a new one, replaced one, or if you lost it, only in those cases you have to go to same branch where you open your bank account to get the bank book. But if in case you lost your ATM card, or your ATM card, debit card is broken, it's not working, you forget the PIN, or you need to change your mobile number, you need to deposit the money, you need to withdraw the money, you can do it anywhere in any of the Bangkok branch in all over Thailand. It's not a problem. You just need your passport and your bank book. You can get your works done there. It's not a problem. And your debit card normally is also working in any of the province you go. Doesn't matter where your bank account was open. You can use your debit card to withdraw money, but there might be a small charge when you withdraw. Some of the banks, they charge you a small fee if you are in a different province when you withdraw the money.
Okay, great to know. And thank you for that question, Miguel. And in case you're all wondering, Singh is going to be with us Wednesday next week. In case you didn't get time to come on to the live stream, you're in a different time zone. So he's going to be on here Wednesday, 8 o'clock in the morning, Thai time. So we can go over with our American audience because of the time difference, and they can come on here. So Americans and Australians will be on during that time to ask their questions as well. Sanjay says, can Mr. Singh give a ballpark US dollar figure for qualifying for retirement visa?
Well, I'm sorry, I cannot. As I mentioned, it depends on what you provide from what we need. And that's how we decide what will be the cost.
Yeah.
So I will suggest you can have my WhatsApp. You can text me on WhatsApp, or you can send an email.
And
it's
down there in the banner below there, Sanjay.
There will be few questions that I might ask, and according to that, I can give you the pricing, what will be the price, and how we will get it done.
Okay, thank you for that, Sanjay. Tommy Lee, a little late to the live chat. I'll watch the rerun. Laughing out loud. Thanks for all your help, guys. Very welcome. Mr. Singh, cool hat. He likes your hat. And Dennis L., how soon do we need to see you once we get there? Because we wanted to hang out in Bangkok for a few days.
Well, if you arrive by 30 days visa, I have no problem. You can hang out in Bangkok for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, if you are okay to do the extension before we do the retirement visa. So for me, it's not a problem. You will have in total 2 months, which I mean that you come by 30 days and we can extend it for more 30 days. So from that 2 months, if you come to me just before your first visa exemption expiry, we can get it extended it in Pattaya, and then we can start on with the process. But one thing which comes in my mind right now is I would like to mention that if there is anybody who comes with a visa exemption and they get on overstay, let's say for a day, then they make an extension for 30 days, please know it is not possible to change that visa to a retirement visa or a family visa or an education visa or any other category. You must leave and come back on a visa exemption to start your process for retirement visa or different visas to change it to a different long-term category.
If you're an overstay.
If you get on an overstay, even if it was for 1 day.
Yeah. So if you're going to extend it while you're still a few days before, so you're not counted as an overstay. So that way you'll be able to get your retirement visa and you don't have to leave the country and come back in.
Yes, correct.
Okay, good. Alfa Romeo, Coop, time for a cold Singh Yazoo sofa. Rick says, hello, everyone. Coop and Darlene, good afternoon from the cold Netherlands. I'm late, but I'm back. Something I missed. Haha. No, I'll watch the stream again. And Rick, Mr. Singh is on here to answer everybody's immigration questions. So if you got any immigration questions, he's an agent here in Thailand and he helped us personally. Go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll read it out live on air. W Secret to Success vlog says, hi guys. What if you want to live in Bangkok versus Pattaya? Can you help with my stuff? Lastly, what is the cost of the retirement visa?
Yes, you can live anywhere and I can still help you with the visa. It's not a problem. Please drop a message or email for the cost of the retirement visa, as I will ask a few questions and then I can let you know that how much will be the cost for the whole process.
Yeah. Depends on quite a lot of factors. Your age, for one, what you want, bank account, do you want a multiple entry visa, single entry visa, all this other stuff. It can change the price. So that's why he doesn't give a set price.
One thing is fixed, that age need to be more than 50 years. So I cannot fix a retirement visa if it is less than 50 years.
Yeah, and it's a shame because a lot of my friends retired from the U.S. Army at 38 after serving 20 years. They joined the Army when they're 18 years old, and they got a pension, but they can't get a retirement visa in Thailand until they're 50.
Yeah, that's one of the difficulty. I think I had one of your subscriber that I was trying to get.
I think you've done a couple for me.
Elite. Yeah. No, there was one subscriber. She's an American. Mm-hmm. I tried to help her on the last day to get elite visa, mm-hmm. which was I think around September last year.
Okay.
September. I'm not sure September or November. Mm-hmm. I think it's September. There was price increment in elite visa.
Yeah, and that's when it went up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was trying to get everything done, make submission for her documents, but unfortunately we cannot get it done for her. She was one of your subscriber. I think she was 42, retired from US military as well.
Right.
So there is no easy way to get a visa done for them. I mean, except education visa, I don't see much options to go with.
Yeah.
Unless if they have a girlfriend they want to marry, or they plan to have a baby with Thai citizen. So there are not many options to go with.
But they still have the elite visa now, don't they? It's just called something else.
No, it is still called elite visa, but it's more expensive.
Yeah, it's just gone up in price.
Yes, for the 5 years, if I'm not wrong, it's 900,000. For 10 years, it's 1.5 million. Mm-hmm. For 15 years, it's 2.5 million. For 20 years, it's 5 million.
Okay.
The cost has gone up.
Yeah, for those under 50. Tommy Lee, what is the 90-day reporting process? Is it a simple walk-in or do we need an agent for that?
For a 90 days report, you can do it by yourself. Once you do it by yourself, you will need to take a queue, prepare all the documents, depends on which immigration you go. If you talk about Pattaya immigration, they require you to copy your passport, your entry stamp, your visa, plus your address registration, that is your TM30. So once you copy those documents, you will need to fill out a form there, take a queue number, submit your passport, and then wait. Depends on between 30 minutes to 1 hour, could be 2 hours to get your passport back. But if you want to get that done by an agent, then it depends on which agent you use, how much time they tell you. Normally with an agent, it's fast. You can get it done quicker. And you don't have to prepare anything. Agent will do everything what needs to be done.
There you go, Tommy. You can do it yourself. I've done it myself. And Alfa Romeo says, soda. Am I sweating? Yeah, we have the studio lights in here. It's all set up for like a TV studio in my living room. So it is very hot. And the aircon behind me, where is it? Right there, is working its tits off. And it's still hot in here. I'm sweating. Excuse the pun there. Yeah, I will get myself a cold drink shortly. Anti-Stress Kit says, is it possible to flip retirement visa to educational? And if yes, what are the requirements?
I will not suggest to do that because retirement visa is the best option. But if it was a question that we can flip the education visa to retirement visa, then yes, that's a possibility. We will have to get it checked at the time when we need to do that. But yes, it is possible. We will need to see where the education visa was issued, how long the person has been on that education visa, and then yes, but it is possible. It is possible to get that done. But from retirement visa to education visa, you can do it, but I don't see there is any benefit to do.
It's actually cheaper with the retirement visa, isn't it?
Way cheaper, way better.
Yeah.
And education visa, if you do with a language school, you only get 3 months stamp each time, not more than 3 months.
So, and also, while you're on the retirement visa anti-stress kit, I believe you said you can go to school and you don't need to change your visa.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah. If you want to study while you are on retirement visa, you can study. It's not a problem.
Yeah, you don't need to change your visa for that.
You cannot do the work. That's one thing. But if you want to study in a school and you have a retirement visa, that's no problem. You can just enroll with the school and check what will be the cost for their course, how many hours it will be. If it is one-on-one or group class, the school can tell you what will be the cost, and you can just enroll and get started with Thai education, Thai learning. It's not a problem.
Okay, thank you. Romeo says, thanks, gentlemen. Great live stream, very informative and helpful. Have a great weekend. Singh, see you at the new track in Jomtien. Yes, they're building a new go-kart track on Tepperset Road just around the corner from us.
Okay.
And Miguel Leon says, great, I will be contacting you. Thank you both. Thank you, Miguel. Glad we can help. And Wildlife One, when I arrive on my visa exemption, will there be an issue with the 400,000 baht in Thai bank account?
Well, once you arrive on visa exemption, there will not be any problem because at that time you are coming on a visa exemption.
Correct.
But once you have to apply your marriage visa, then there is a process. You will need to have a bank account. You will need to have your marriage papers ready. In the bank account, the 400,000 must be ready before you apply for visa. It needs to be sitting in your bank account at least 60 days before you can apply for a marriage visa, which will be change of category from your visa exemption, which is normally a tourist visa, to non-immigrant or marriage visa. And yes, the money have to be in the account for more than 60 days before you start the process to change your visa category from tourist to non-or marriage visa.
Okay, there you go. And is there any workaround? Is there any magic Mr. Singh can do that to shorten the time?
As I mentioned, well, to shorten the time, it depends. As I mentioned, we will have to get it checked at the time. With the marriage visa, it is a little bit more difficult than retirement visa. Yes.
Okay.
So we will have to get it checked at the time when the person is here, what we need to do, how we need to do, what we can do, how we can do, and what options we have from from immigration, that how it can be done, what will be the different ways to do it.
Yeah. So Wildlife One, what I would do if I was you is contact Singh before you come out here, and he can give you some great advice, maybe some things that you need to do before you get here. And his contact details are in the banner streaming down below there. Willie Schumacher says, "Hi, Mr. Singh. Do you need help with marriage visa? I'm wanting to marry my Filipina, then get her on my retirement visa, then apply to American visa for her. Do you help?"
Well, really, I can help you with your retirement visa. I can help your Filipino wife, let's say fiance, to get on your retirement visa. Yes, that is doable. But sorry, I cannot help you get American visa for her.
Mm-hmm.
But if you need help with marriage, to register your marriage here in Thailand with your Filipino girlfriend or fiance, let's say, yes, I can help you with the process to understand what needs to be done, as I did help Brooke and his wife. She's from Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
I helped them with the process.
Yeah.
I explained them what steps they need to take, how it will be done, what will need to be done, how much time it may take.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I can help you with that as well. But for the last part, to get a visa to America, sorry, that's not something that's my expertise. I cannot help with that.
Yeah, you'd need to go to the American Embassy for that, Willie, if you wish to get her a visa to go to America. Dennis L., you skipped my question. Sorry for that, Dennis. I did have somebody that was writing a couple comments. Do Mr. Singh charge for his services in Thai baht or US dollars?
It can be Thai baht, it can be US dollars, but Thai baht, you can do like, it can be bank to bank transfer,
Mm-hmm.
Thai bank to Thai bank transfer, or you can use Wise to transfer. If it is in USD, then it will be only cash. We don't take debit cards, credit cards, or any different other ways for USD. But in cash, yes, no problem.
Okay, there you go, Dennis. And sorry I missed your question, brother. Got quite a lot of comments coming through now. Moss Crowley says, "Hi, Mr. Singh. I want to get a marriage visa coming on 30-day visa exempt. What steps should I take to make sure I have all documents submitted in time? Thank you." And Cooper.
Well, Moss, I will suggest you, first thing will be you need a Thai bank account. If you have already registered marriage, then the first step is to have a bank account, have the 400,000 baht deposited in your Thai bank account, and make sure that it sits in your account for at least 60 days before you go for your marriage visa. But there are different options to, well, if you come by 30 days extension, 30 days visa exemption, you can make 30 days extension on that. That gives you 60 days. And it is possible that you can have another 60 days in addition to that without leaving on a marriage base, which is actually called visit Thai family stem, which can gives you in total 4 months, which is good enough to have your money in the account and get started with your marriage visa if you do not wish to leave once you enter Thailand. So regarding the paperwork, well, basically, if your marriage is being registered in Thailand, you just need all the paperwork that you get once you register your marriage. Plus, you will need to have documents for your wife, which is ID card and blue book of the house. Then there will be documents for your rental, where you're staying. There will be pictures taken at your place where you're staying, at the, let's say, at the bedroom, at the kitchen, at the living room, at the entrance. If it is a condo, then front of the condo. And there will be statement that you will need to print for your bank that the money has been in account for more than 60 days. There will be a bank guarantee letter that needs to be made by the bank that says that how much money you had in your account on that particular day, and that have to match on the paper and in the bank book. And except that, yes, you will need to have your TM30 registered as well on the address where you will be staying. You cannot actually use a hotel for that. You need to have, as a long-term lease, could be condo, could be a house. I think that's all you need. And with the lease papers, you will need to have all the documents from the owner of the place where you rent, which is like ID card of the owner, house book of the owner, house book of the property where you live, title deed of the place, and there is a sale purchase agreement that comes with title deed once they purchase the property. All these documents will be that you will need to require to get the marriage visa done.
So let me ask on top of that for Moss there, what is the 4 month, you said there was like a 4 month extension or something?
No,
What
no,
is that? How does that work?
I didn't say 4 month extension. I say you can live in total 4 months. So
Okay.
somebody, when they enter Thailand with a 30-day visa, they can extend 30 more days. That covers 2 months.
Correct.
If they are married or they have a Thai child, they can make an extension that is one time per passport. So in one, you can only get one stamp once per passport. That is called visit family stamp. That is for 60 days.
Yeah.
It's 2 months. So 30 days visa exemption, 30 days extension, 60 days visit family, totals up at 4 months.
So we wouldn't have to do a border run?
No.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I didn't know that if you're married to a Thai.
But if in case you have already got a visit family stamp in the past, then you will not be able to get it again on the same passport.
So it's sort of like once in a lifetime.
Once in a passport.
Once in a 10-year.
Once in a lifetime of the passport.
Yeah, once
no,
in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime of the passport. So if you have a passport, you had that stamp, your passport might be damaged after a year.
Yeah.
You change a new passport, you have a new passport, you can still get it. It's not a problem.
Okay, thank you for that. And there you go, Moss. I learned something new again from Mr. Singh. I love it. Tommy Lee says, TM30 notification. How hard is it to let immigration know? Go online or walk to immigration or go to agent?
Well, if you go to agent, that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
But it costs you money. But if you have to do the TM30, you cannot do online by yourself. Mostly there have to be a registered account with the immigration for, let's say, hotels or condos. They can do it online. But if you have all the documents, rental contract, you can walk in and do it with immigration. It's free of cost. There are no charges for it. But if you are late, then the given time for the TM30, then there will be a fine which starts at minimum 1,600 baht. This is for the Pattaya immigration, which is like 1,600 baht. It could goes up to 5,000, depends on the immigration officer.
Okay, so don't be late. Yeah. Snowbird says, if I buy a condo and don't move, do I need to keep submitting the address to immigration?
If you buy a condo and you live in that condo and you are not leaving Thailand as well, you do not need to do the TM30, but you will need to keep on doing your 90 days report.
Okay.
So I think that answers everything. But if in case you leave or if you go to some other place, check into hotels, travel around, and you come back, then you should do it. You will need to do the TM30 again.
So he has to do the initial one when he buys the condo. Is that what you're saying? Or he's exempt?
He buys a condo. It doesn't exempt the TM30. He will still need to do the TM30.
Okay.
Because he buy the condo and he will be living in that condo. As soon as he move in that condo, he should submit the TM30. And after he moved into that condo, let's say he stays here for retirement visa for next 5 years. He doesn't leave Thailand. He live in that condo. He is not traveling around. He doesn't have to change TM30.
Okay.
But he will need to keep on doing 90 days report. 90 days report is actually a report to keep on updating your address on which address you are staying. Every 90 days. If you move, there will be new TM30. Then the 90 days report will be addressing that new TM30.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why a 90 days report is done, just to keep on updating your address with the immigration system, that what is your current address at that time.
Yeah. I was actually explained by an immigration officer why the need for the 90-day report. They said it's just so we know that you're still in the country and you're still alive. You're okay.
It is actually, yes, but I will add to that purpose if in case somebody goes missing.
Yeah.
Then they will check. The first thing immigration will check is the last 90 days report address. Second, if there is a criminal, they might have some cases. Let's say we meet somebody, we get the visa done, we register their address, they are doing their 90 days report. They are living here, but we don't know what is their background. So if there is somebody who might be an, like, let's say, criminal, and that goes up as his profile for international crime. So when they look for him, if he's in Thailand getting his visa done and everything done, that will help immigration to find them easily.
Yeah.
And that is one other way. If you are family or friends, if in case you go missing, they have to find you. They can easily check where was the last address registration done, 90 days report done, when was it done.
So if a family member has a concern, they can contact immigration and they can check the last place that he was living to make sure he or she is okay.
Yes, correct.
Great. There you go. So it's for your protection. JJ Idaho says, hello, everyone. Thanks, Mr. Singh, for taking our call this morning. We are looking forward to working with you this June. So you must have spoke to him on the phone earlier.
Yes, I did talk to them on the call, and I explained them what will be the process and how we can do it.
There you go. Market Focus says, hello, Coop and Mr. Singh. Can I do the TM30 online, or do I need to go to immigration?
It is possible to do the TM30 online, but once you register your account with the immigration for online TM30 submission, they will ask you for the paperwork that is for the property. And once it is approved for your account to do it online, then yes, you can submit it online. It's not a problem. But most of the time, if you just rent a place, it is not good to register the account and get your TM30 done online, because once you leave that place, you will need to register again with the immigration online. So it's better to get it done at immigration.
Do it in person.
Yes, just bring your rental contract, your passport, and get it done with them. But if you own the place, then you can register your account with immigration, upload all the documents that they will require for the property, and each time you leave and come back, you can do it online. It's more easy.
Anti-stress kit. Mr. Singh, you're currently staying in Thailand. May I ask what visa you're on, and do you plan to stay forever?
I would like to keep it as personal to myself, but yes, I will stay here forever.
Yeah, I know your wife. You dare leave, she's going to kill you.
Well, I would like to mention is that possibly before 2025, I will be a Thai national already. So
are you going to go for the citizenship?
I have already been, I already submitted my documents, and possibly I have it all done before 2025. So that will withdraw the question about visa.
Yeah, well, I'd like to become a permanent resident once I'm here long enough.
That is a different. I mean, that's totally different thing. What we can talk, and there are many things that involves in that particular topic.
Yeah.
So it will go lengthy for that.
Yeah.
And
in case my viewers are wondering why I want to become a permanent resident, because as a permanent resident, it's like being a citizen.
Yes.
In that you can own land, and you can also own a firearm and other things
correct.
In there, and you don't need to do the 90-day report. All that goes out the window.
It's
like a green card in America.
Correct. They give you like a red book that you get a visa for 5 years that you need to stamp every 5 years.
Yeah.
But if you want to leave, you still need to take a re-entry.
Yeah, you still got to do the re-entry at the airport, which is very easy.
You are like 50% Thai already.
Exactly. And you can own land.
Yes, correct.
So fantastic. So you can buy a Thai house in your name.
Correct.
And you don't need to go through the company or put it in a Thai person's name or any of that. You can have it in your own name. And what is the length of requirement that you have to stay in Thailand to apply for a permanent resident? I think it's 4 or 5 years?
It's 3 years minimum on a continuous visa. On a continuous visa, I mean, now you have a 15 months visa, correct?
Yes.
So you need to continue that visa for minimum three years.
Okay.
If you break, you leave on a, let's say you leave and your visa has been canceled, then you come back on a tourist visa, then you restart. That doesn't count.
That clock restarts.
Yes, it restarts for 3 years.
Okay.
But the process takes a lot of different paperwork, taxations, donations, many different things. So it's not that, it's not that easy.
Yeah. I know people that have done it, and they say it takes about a year process for the paperwork. And I think they only accept so many people a year for the program, don't they?
What I heard is like 100 people per year.
I heard the same.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Africa Island says, hey, I've been waiting on you guys to have a rap battle. Is that today? No, I can't rap. Singh, can you rap?
No, I can't. Maybe in Punjabi, but no, I'm not a
Punjabi.
good singer.
There you go, Africa. Roger Walker says, if I have a retirement visa and I need to renew, how much time do you need?
I just need 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days, Roger. That's all he needs to renew it. White Lime says, realistically, how long can you continue to stay on education visa if under 50?
The maximum stay on an education visa is for 1 year. That includes your visa exempt, or you can say tourist visa. You cannot exceed more than 1 year. Once you complete the 1 year time frame on your education visa, including your tourist visa stay, you will need to leave and come back. You can leave and come back on visa exemption, and then you can restart your education visa, which I think you can do maximum for 3 years continuous.
Maximum 3 years. And how long do you have to leave for? Is it days or hours, minutes?
It could be a border run.
Border run. So basically just go across the bridge and come straight back across.
It is possible with that. No problem.
Okay, there you go. White Lime, and it is renewable for a maximum of 3 years. Chris E, I live in Jomtien and decided to stay in Rayong for one night. I have to do a TM30 again when I return home?
Chris, if the TM30 is been done at Rayong, once you check into the hotel, if they do submit your TM30 with immigration in Rayong, once you come back legally, yes, you have to do the TM30 again.
But you could tell them I don't need a TM30. I already live in Thailand,
Yes,
and show them your TM30 from Jomtien.
That's possible.
Yeah.
It depends on if the hotel have submitted it for you, because normally all the hotels, they must submit for the foreigners to register their address with immigration online. So if they do, then it will update the system for the immigration that your TM30 has been registered.
Then you'd have to do
Rayong.
one when you come back.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
But if you don't have any works with immigration, I mean, I don't suggest it. If you don't have any works with immigration and you don't want to do your TM30, and let's say you are on a tourist visa, you stay for 2 months, then you will be leaving. You have already made extension for your tourist visa.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that, because you have your extension, and you will leave, I mean, after staying off for two months in max. So you don't have to keep on updating it each time.
Okay, thank you for that, Chris E. So there's your answer there. And if you're new to the channel and watching this for the first time, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it helps us moving forward so we can get this great information out to more people. By Thunder says, Darcy here. Hello, Cooper. Hello, Mr. Singh. Thank you for the help with my extension. Nice to see you guys on the live stream. Darcy.
By Thunder.
Darcy.
Oh, yeah, Darcy. Yeah. Yes. He's from Canada. I just see him. I get it done on Monday this week.
So there you go.
Delivered his passport, I think, on Wednesday. Not sure.
Okay, there you go. Another happy customer. Thank you, Darcy. Rick says, Mr. Singh, question. In September, I am coming to Pattaya for a month. I will then use my own bank account in the Netherlands, or do I have to have a Thai account before I come?
Okay, so if it is only for the travel, then yes, you can use your bank in Netherlands. You can have your debit card or credit card to withdraw money and spend here for your travel expense. But if you wish to move on from your visa exemption, which is tourist visa, to retirement visa, then you will need to require to have a Thai bank account.
Yeah, and he adds on there, I will retire at the end of 2024 and want to move to Thailand in 2025.
Well, you will need to have your Thai bank account before you start your retirement visa process, or I mean, once you start your retirement visa process. If you come to travel only for a month or 2 months, you do not actually need to get a Thai bank account. You can use a debit card or credit card to withdraw funds or bring cash to pay for your travel expense.
There you go. Wildlife One says, what do you recommend if I'm not going to live in Thailand for 2 to 4 years? Should I use marriage or retirement visa?
I always suggest retirement visa is the best option.
Is it cheaper than a marriage visa?
It is cheaper, it is fast, and it is more safe.
More safe. So if you have an argument with a wife, you don't have to leave the country, for example.
Not exactly, but if in case you have divorce, your marriage visa is finished, you must leave the same day you have divorce.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so get the retirement visa, and if the marriage doesn't work out,
Yeah.
at least you can still stay in Thailand.
Yes, correct.
Yep, there you go. And Hard Tulip, I see. There you go, brother. Anti-stress kit. The RVE visa question was strictly if I wanted to go to school there in future, but all great follow-up answers to questions. I now don't have to ask. There you go. And glad we could help with that anti-stress kit. Thai Tulip. Hi, guys. Guy rocks. In relation to Mr. Singh. Moss Crowley. Mr. Singh, if I have a marriage visa, can I help on my wife's family farm? Thank you.
Well, to be honest, you cannot do any work if you have a marriage visa. To do a work, you need to have a work permit as a foreigner to do work. But on farm, I mean, unless immigration doesn't catch you, you can work as long as you want on a farm.
What if it's jointly owned between the pair of them? It's a marriage of, the land of the marriage.
Well, even if it is a marriage visa, it's not allowed to do work, as he will be working there to earn money, to grow. Let's say he will be working, let's say he worked to grow rice.
Okay.
Then that will be sold.
Okay.
And that makes money. This is how immigration look at it.
Okay.
So he's doing something that will earn money, for which he needs to have a work permit. He required to have a work permit. And on a farm, you cannot exactly get a work permit.
Okay.
There's a different lengthy process.
So what if he's driving the tractor and getting the rice and his wife is taking it to the market and sell it and he's not part of the sales?
If he's only driving, he can say he's just driving. That's not work. I mean, that's just taking his wife to go to market, but he's not there with his wife to pick up those rice bags and move here and there and taking cash. He should not have any trouble.
There you go, Moss. Don't take cash. Is Singh's advice. Excuse me. JB says, good morning. Just got here. Am rather tardy. No problem, JB. If you got any immigration questions, now is your time. We got about 19 minutes left of this live stream. I promised Singh would keep it at 2 hours maximum to ask your questions. So get them in quick. Anti-stress kit says, can you assist with Thai wills once we're living there?
We do have a cousin. He is a registered Thai lawyer, and yes, we can do that in English and Thai. That's no problem.
And what if you have a will from another country? Is it recognized here in Thailand, or do you need to update it with a Thai will?
No, you will need to update it with the Thai will.
There you go.
Well, that will you have in a different country, as per my understanding, will bind you legally and get in that country. So the Thai will be helping you with all the Thai assets you have.
Okay, so if you have a will in America and you say in your will, when I die, I want all my assets to go to my son or my daughter in America, and they you die here in Thailand, and they contact.
They will still be able to use that American will to get the American assets, but all the assets that
are here in
Thailand, that will be according to the Thai will. So let's say, for example, if I say I am in Thailand, all my assets, what I have here in Thailand, it goes to my wife. And if I am in America, I says that, okay, in my American will, all the assets I have in America, it goes to my daughter. So that means there are two different wills. So all the assets I have here, according to my will in Thailand, will be given to my wife.
Okay.
If she gives to my daughter or she keeps it, that's up to her.
Now, in my circumstance with my wife, Darlene, we have a will, and that if I die, she gets everything, and we had that drawn up in the Philippines.
Yes.
So we need to update that for Thailand.
I will suggest you better update that, because you have Thai bank accounts. You do not have any property here.
Right.
So that she can access to that money easily that you have in Thailand. That Thai will help her.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Unless she have password for your phone and she can transfer all the money from your bank account.
W Secret to Success vlog says, sorry, I am tuning in late for the live stream. What's the standard number of months you receive on the 50+ retirement visa before first renewal?
Well, does that mean that the first retirement visa?
Yes.
That is actually 3 months plus 12 months, which is 15 months in total. For the first one, when you get it started from a visa exemption or tourist visa, It goes for 15 months. Then it is yearly extension every year.
Yeah, for 12 months. There you go. W. Alfa Romeo Coupe. I really miss the Singh sugar-free sodas in Thailand. Yuzu orange and lemon lime flavors. It's great for mixed drinks. So I was told. Tommy Lee, regarding being late on TM30, there's a time limit? Question mark.
Yeah, normally you have to do the TM30 within 48 hours. I think maximum is 72 hours.
Right. So if there's a public holiday.
Yes. Yeah, from when you check into the property, that's the limit.
48 to 72.
48 to 72 hours.
Okay, there you go, Tommy. Sarlina A, the 60 days extension based on family on top of your 30 days extension does also include if you have a Thai child. You don't need to be married.
Yes, it includes. If you have a Thai child, you can still get the 60 days family visit stamp if you never had that in your passport before.
Yeah, she's half Thai and half Indonesian, and she used to work as an agent, same as you. Okay. So she's just giving a little update on that. Thank you, Sarlina. Moss Crawley, thank you, Cooper and Mr. Singh, for all your help. Really helpful and valuable information. Relieves some stress and worry. God bless. And God bless you too, Moss. And thank you for coming on. Snowbird, Mr. Singh, do you do Skype?
Well, Snowbird, Skype is old now. You can do FaceTime if that is okay. I do have Skype, but I haven't used it for a long time.
Me either. I don't think I've used Skype in more than in the last 5 years.
Well, I think for me, I have not used it for like maybe 7-8 years. Yeah. I used to use Skype when I used to work as a programmer. Yeah. Which was in like 2000, 2011, 2012, 13, and 14. Yeah. But it's been a long time. I do have Skype account. To be honest, I don't remember what is my ID.
Okay.
But so, I think FaceTime or WhatsApp is much more easy.
Yeah. So you got the options of contacting him via his Facebook page, which is Thai Visa Patia, his email, which is listed there at sasakorn_1991@yahoo.com. His cell phone number there, mobile number, is also his line and his WhatsApp number. So if you put that into your phone, it'll show that he's got WhatsApp and you can message him there and arrange a phone call. And he does all that free of charge, by the way. Question for Mr. Singh. I'm getting email from real estate agents saying I can rent to own, but at first make a large deposit. Is this a scam?
Well, I would not say it as a scam or it is not a scam. It depends on what kind of reputation that real estate agent had, what exactly they have done before. If they do have references that the customers do get condos like that, it is possible to do that.
Rent to own?
Yeah, yes, rent to own is possible, but I do not suggest that. The reason why I do not suggest it is because once you rent it, you do not own the title deed of the place, and you do not exactly know if that place is being if there is a loan that is on that place taken by the owner.
So what would you suggest? Get a lawyer?
I do not suggest to have lease to own. Because once you have, let's say I am the owner of the condo.
Okay.
And this is the unit, and it's valued at 3 million.
Right.
I take a loan from bank for 2.5 million, and I'm paying bank every month.
Right.
Loans here can go for like 20 years, 25 years. So I give it to you as lease to own. You made a deposit. So within that contract, lease to own, if you made any single mistake on any of the clause on the contract, all the money you paid is gone.
Wow.
Second thing is, let's say this condo is 3 million, and I took a loan of 2.5, and I said to you, okay, the condo is 3 million. You pay me a lump sum of maybe, let's say, 1 million or 1.5 million, and we make a lease for next 10 years. Lease to own. In that case, you have to understand, I have 2.5 million with a bank, 1.5 million from you. What is the value of the condo? Is 3 million. How much is in my pocket? Is 4 million. Do I lose anything at that point? No. But it can go two ways. One, I took money from you, I paid to the bank. My interest, my installment goes low. Second, I take that money, I have the money from bank. I don't pay bank. I stop to pay to bank. What happens then? I goes on default of the payments. After 6 months, bank will come and lock the doors.
Wow. So it could be a big risk there.
So once that happens, you must move out.
Yeah.
Because bank will have the
Repossession.
orders to possess the condo and throw you out on the same day.
Yeah.
In that case, you will be going to court. It's a mess in court. Let's say you win the case. As a Thai person, I can say that I need to pay you back 1.5 million, right? Sorry, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
I spend it all.
Yeah.
I can pay you monthly 20,000.
Oh, wow.
How long does it take to get your 1.5 million back?
Forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Or even I can say I can only pay 10,000.
Or 1,000. Yeah.
I
whatever.
mean, court will not accept on 1,000. But let's say I agree to pay. I don't fight back. I will pay you back, but I don't have money. I can only give 10,000 per month.
Yeah. And you just lost your property.
So that goes for like more than 10 years. So rather than lease to own, I suggest either you rent or just buy it. You get it all or just lease it.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Kind of take it or
it's
leave
a big
it.
risk. It's a big risk there, Baha.
I mean, that's one thing that could happen. So if I say that, okay, you can do that, I might be wrong in future. We don't know what kind of person you might meet, what kind of agent there will be, who's helping you, if they are only there for your money, or if they want to help you and have a long-term relation with you. We don't know nothing about anybody.
Okay.
And things change so easily in Thailand when it is involved with money. So
yeah, it does. I know that firsthand. Okay, got about 9 minutes left here. Pete J, have been in Lurker's Lounge for ages listening to Mr. Singh's excellent remarks and advice. I don't have any questions, but just wanted to say a huge thank you for all the info he shared today. And thank you, Mr. Singh, from Pete J and also Cooper's Thai Adventures for coming on here. Really appreciate you coming on, brother. Marty Scarborough, gentlemen, just booked at the Neo Hotel for May 1st. See you guys in a few months. Yeah, May 1st is just around the corner there, Marty. Be good to meet you. White Lime, obviously you can't reveal trade secrets here, but if education visa can only be 3 years, is there a way to stay 10 years other than cheaper than Thai Elite? Just yes or no would be good to know.
Well, there can be different things that can be done. There will be different ways we will need to check at the time when the 3 year is being done. So I would say there is a possibility to stay longer.
There you go. Wild Line. So the answer is yes, but he's got to check into it. JJ Idaho, can you change a retirement visa to a work visa in the future, such as teaching, for example?
Well, you cannot convert retirement visa to a work visa, to be honest, in Chonburi province. But we can get a work permit on retirement visa right now. Today, I can confirm that yes, we can do it, but I'm not sure for future.
Oh, wow. Okay. Great to know that. And Tommy Lee, on a retirement visa, is there a way to work?
Yes, you can get a work permit on your retirement visa if there is a company which provide all the documents for the company, taxations, business licenses. There's a long list for the documents. I mean, if they provide all the documents, yes, we can get the work permit done on your retirement visa, and you can do it here in Chonburi, in Pattaya, if you are. I'm not sure about other provinces, but here, yes, we can do it.
And that's something you'll find in Thailand. Different immigration offices have different standards and rules that they go by. So currently you can do it here in Pattaya, but I can't Jomtien, sorry. I can't he can't promise that you can do it in any other province. Wildlife One, gentlemen, this live stream is awesome, so informative. Thank you, thank you. Truly one of the best channels concerned in Thailand. Much appreciated. And thank you, Wildlife One. Please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And Montana's Thailand retirement. Good evening, Cooper. Hull as well. Yes, it is. Thank you for joining us, Montana. Rick, thanks for the answer, Mr. Singh. Next question. If I definitely come to Thailand in 2025 and I have a monthly income, do I still have to put a deposit of 80,000 baht or more in my Thai bank account? I think he means
I think
800,000.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you have an income, let's say Social Security or retirement funds, you need to transfer that money each month to your Thai bank account, which the sum needs to be more than 65,000 per month per transaction. And that way, you will be able to use that money, the money you transfer each month, let's say 70,000 baht. And you will need to have all those transactions since you get your first visa. And by using that, you can renew, you can make extensions on your retirement visa for next year. It is doable. You do not have to keep the 800,000 baht in the bank.
There you go. And I hope that answers your question, Rick. We got about 5 minutes left. Sorry if we don't get to everybody's questions, but if you have more questions, Singh is going to be here also on Wednesday's live stream at 8 o'clock in the morning Thai time. So we'll be able to answer all your questions there. If you weren't able to get your questions answered in today's live stream. Jay Easy, the new sugar-free Schweppes blueberry and lemon soda is fantastic. Okay. Jay Easy, I suppose one could get a retirement visa and also get married to a Thai.
Yes, that's possible.
Yes, you can. W Secret to Success Vlog says, Chase Bank has a location in Bangkok. Will that satisfy the visa banking requirement, or will you need a Thailand national bank?
You will need to have a Thai bank account. The
Yes.
American bank will not be good enough to get the retirement visa done.
No, and also there are Wells Fargo here in Bangkok and several other banks, but they are just main offices that they do for trading currencies. You can't do any banking transactions through them, W, unfortunately. So you would need to have a Thai bank account. Africa Islam says, a really good info, thank you, but can I get you to do a breakdance battle for the next 5 minutes? Not on your Nelly. So Pepper Company, Michelle from Florida, thank you to Mr. Singh. You've been great in answering questions and make us feel more comfortable with the visa process. See you all soon. And thank you, So Pepper Company. Anti-stress kit. Can't wait to get there. Wendy and Dennis can be found wandering around Jomtien next Sunday.
They are coming from America, right?
Yes.
They are the one who was asking for the candies.
Yes.
Maybe not the candy, but if you come after September again, I would like to have an iPhone 16.
iPhone 16. That might be a little bit expensive there.
Not as a gift. I will pay for that.
What about your famous Jordan shoes? You're always collecting your Jordan shoes, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to order one on 17th of February. That's coming, Jordan 4 black, gray, and red. So
I've been to his house. I mean, how many Jordan shoes do you have?
I think in total, not Jordan, I mean all the pairs, I think I have about 15.
15. You got more.
I have.
Thing, your boxes go all the way up to the ceiling. I've seen them. Don't lie to me.
No, that's not all for me. It's for my wife. She has some Jordans, some Nikes, some Adidas.
Yeah, you collect shoes.
My Jordan 4s, I think I have 3. I have Jordan 6, Jordan 3, LeBron, and a few other.
Yeah. And Anti-Stress Kit says, Coop, bring in US dollars with us. How clean is clean to be acceptable? There cannot be any folds. There cannot be any marks on there. So what I do, Anti-Stress Kit, is when I was bringing dollars to Thailand, I would go to the bank and I'd ask for brand new bills. And I'd have them put in an envelope, seal it, and then put it in my fanny pack and bum bag, whatever you want to call it. And I brought them to Thailand that way. They're very, very particular here in exchanging money. They want the notes to be as brand new as possible.
It can be folded, but make sure there's no cut or it's not old.
Yeah.
It looks fresh and no stamps, no markings. Yes.
No markings, no writings on it. Yeah. Dan B, good morning. Late to the party. Is it best to start retirement visa before I arrive or when I get to Thailand on tourist visa?
Well, we can only do your retirement visa once you arrive here. You can arrive here with your 30 days visa exemption, and then we can get started with it.
Yeah, it's and I agree. It's better to do it here in Thailand. To get the retirement OA visa, which you get outside Thailand, is a lot of red tape. They want to see your bank records. They want a police check. They want medicals. When you do it here, you don't need any of that. So much better to do it here. Rick says, thanks all, and Mr. Singh, see you all next time. And thank you, Rick. Really appreciate it. Pete J says at Africa Islam, I'm still waiting to see Coop demonstrate his beatboxing skills. None. Bob Sergeant Squarepants says, outside of Bitcoin, do you know of any publicly traded vape stocks in Southeast Asia? Nope, I don't. Sorry about that, brother. Dan B, approximately how long to open a bank account so I can move my funds for retirement visa after I arrive?
Well, we can open up your bank account just within a day.
On the same day?
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very quick, Dan. Alpha Romeo, thanks, gentlemen. Have a great weekend. You too, Alpha. I'm going through the questions as quick as I can. We're at 2 hours now. Dan B, would this be correct in the steps involved? 1, arrive on tourist visa. 2, open bank account and move funds. 3, apply for retirement visa.
Well, I will suggest to Dan, there is my WhatsApp number and email. You can text me and I will explain you the whole process, how we can get it all done.
There you go, Dan. Moss Crowley, thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Win, win, win. Yes, please. And the final one goes to 20 Edward 50. Sir, the Board of Investment, $1,500, long-term resident, 10-year visa, $80,000, wealthy pensioners criteria. How long must you show the 80,000 year pension income, or is the retirement visa extension easier? Thanks.
Well, to be honest, some of the people, they try to get the wealthy pension visa with the long-term option. But I think instead of doing all that paperwork and waiting to get it done with them, retirement visa is much more easy to get it all done. And we can manage everything easily with the retirement visa. It's not a problem.
There you go, Edward. And that is the final question. We are out of time. We're at 2 hours, 1 minute. Thank you all for coming on to today's live stream with Mr. Singh. He will be back on Wednesday, earlier time, so we can get the Americans and Australians on here to ask their questions, so it's fair for everybody. We got the Europeans on here and the Canadians tonight. Next Wednesday, we'll have the Americans and Australians, so everybody gets their questions answered. And a big shout out and thank you to Mr. Singh for coming on here. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate it. And his details are there. And if you're watching on the replay, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe. It's absolutely free and it helps our channel. Tommy Lee says, good night, guys. Good night, Tommy. Good night, all of you. And until next time on Cooper's Thai Adventures, God bless you all and stay tuned.